They played.
If it's just a check, if it's just a situation where we need a check, then that's a sad reality. And if you can just come and cut each of us a check, and we're happy, then we soon don't have the music. So it's more important to me to get some form of recognition worldwide. And if why am I doing this interview now? It's not because you're cutting me a check, because I want your viewers to know about Mr. Vegas.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And you reaches millions of people around the world.
Right.
You understand, the internet, everything is here in this interview now. Why am I doing this interview? Because I need the recognition. I need people to recognize who's Mr. Vegas. So when someone does a song with Mr. Vegas, and no one sees Mr. Vegas' name beside your name, but we see other people, even if it's a sample, and we see you sample other people, but yet still you give those people some form of recognition, but you sample 3 or 4 artists, and we don't see those artists being recognized. People can always say, oh, their name is in the fine print, but who know? I don't know your real name.
Yeah.
I don't know your real name. How am I going to research you? So if you have millions of followers, and I come to your radio station and you don't announce that Mr. Vegas is on air, who's going to know that that's Mr. Vegas speaking?
Definitely. I agree with you, and that's the problem that I had with the previous song that he did. There is a, how they call it?
Which one?
Drake song, the one that has that has
Controller?
No, the latest one that has the other guy. We have a caller.
Too Good?
No, One Dance.
Right.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they claim that they have, what's his name? Wizkid on it. But I've never had Wizkid's voice on it, and I was having a problem. People are telling me, "Oh, you know, recognition, blah blah blah." But what you're saying, yes, now I understand.
Well, that even more factor into what I'm saying. You cannot even hear. You're saying you don't even hear Wizkid's voice, but you know what? People are going to go research Wizkid, and it's good for Wizkid.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying if one of our artists from Jamaica name was visible on the album, then of course, you know, people would. It's just like when I go to Europe and I'm seeing all these people lining up to go to a Mr. Vegas concert. I've not had a major hit since Broke It Down, to be honest. I've had songs that are in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
But people are still lining up and coming to my shows, especially in Europe and territories where I've not performed, ever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when I check, like, people coming and they're asking for autograph, and, oh, I love your song with Beyonce. Standing on the Sun, that's my favorite song, It was not released officially, like a single or anything like that. It was on our Platinum Edition album. Mm-hmm. But just our fans were able to see.
That was a good song.
Beyonce featuring Mr. Vegas.
Yeah.
Come on. She has millions of fans. You understand? So could you imagine if she was to do a video and to release that as a single? Then people would be like, who is this Mr. Vegas? Then people are going to go look up Mr. Vegas, and they're going to see Heads High,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to see Pull Up, and they're going to see I Am Blessed, and they're going to see Hot Girl Today, and they're going to say, oh my God, I like his other songs.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like when Omi broke. When Omi got that big break last year.
Yeah.
People were hunting. Where's
Taylor
the next
Swift
Omi
brought him
record?
out.
Where's the next Omi record? People
Yeah.
were searching like, Omi. We need to hear another record.
Yeah.
So we don't just need a check. Because I'm sure that whatever check you're going to cut us, we can maybe get that from one show. What's after?
Right.
If the song is not released as a single and sell millions of copies,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't going to see no substantial amount of royalties anyway. Because I've done collaboration with artists that the song is just on the album. It's not released as a single.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's a good look when people can recognize your work.
Right.
Yes, sir.
That's good. And the other thing, do you think reggae artists, Jamaican artists, getting signed on to American labels, does it hurt their career, or you
help?
think,
Does it help or
or
hurt
does
them?
it help?
It depends. Sean Paul sold millions of records. Shabba Rankin, was signed at one time, I think, to Sony. It depends on if the label is going to allow you to be yourself.
Okay.
If the label is going to market you in the right way. Because some labels, basically, they take an artist and they don't know what to do with the artist.
True.
Like I think I keep getting in trouble for calling people, name. But I think like, for example, Cranium,
Mm-hmm.
and even Tess and Chip.
Yeah. She won
She won The
American
Voice
Idol.
and she was
Oh, The
signed
Voice?
to
Right,
she was signed to a major. And I'm just thinking, like, if some of these people, if they were good A&Rs, first of all, they would discover your sound
Mm-hmm.
and who you're supposed to work with.
Right.
I've seen like artists like Jovi Rockwell that I gave the break. I gave her the first song that she got signed to.
Mm-hmm.
You're Gonna Need Me.
Yeah.
I don't go around and boasting that, oh, I got her first, record label deal or stuff like that. Because that's not my duty. My duty is just to put artists forward that I think is very talented. I'm not the one who's going to run and, a lot of people don't even know about that. But the reason why I'm speaking on it, because when they signed her for a reggae track. But then they hooked her up to go right with Neo and all these big top people. When all you had to do, the song you heard that you liked her with, you just go back to the grassroots.
True.
Go back to the source. Go back to the foundation.
Back to basics.
This is what you heard while you liked the voice. Why you like my song.
Yeah.
Why are you going to change my song? Why are you going to send me to go sing with R. Kelly? I can't sing like R. Kelly. I don't want R. Kelly writing my songs. I can't sing that. I want to sing like Edzai, kill me dinner. I want to sing that.
Yeah.
So you think basically that artists, what kills artists nowadays mostly is that they try to do something that's not them, or they're forced to do.
I think because they're trying to do things that people are in their head and say, no, this is a radio record. This is a radio record. There's no such thing as a radio record when you're an authentic artist. People can make radio records for people that they're trying to push their image. You know what I'm saying? Because this is mostly the image over the music.
Right.
When you sign any form of artist from Jamaica, it must be the talent that you heard first. Because it's not about the image, at least, for most of us, first. It must be the sound. Shabba Rankin was an ugly.
Oh no, they love you. You have no chill.
And he endorsed it. And he was like, Big Dirty Stinking Ugly Shabba. And the people loved him. But it was
real.
It was not like the look.
Yeah.
They
it
heard
was the
something.
style, the